Welcome back, everybody. My name is Ace. This is the Wolves Garage channel, and we have a brand new game here for you. The Last Flame. I've been playing it live on stream, and I'm also making this recording live on stream. It's an auto-battler with some Slay the Spire shenanigans going on. It's a PVE Auto-Battler, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. Surprisingly, it is currently still in a demo state, but it should be released on January the 17th, I believe. You can whitelist it right now on Steam if you want to, I believe. But I'm just here to show you some gameplay and some wonderful stuff. Let's do Adapt, which is currently the most hardest difficult mode available, since we are so good at the game. But yes, let's just start something, because I've been having some very good fun with some wonderful combos. So I'm hoping to show some of those here. Kasara is absolutely broken. She is my queen. I will not be taking any further questions. Don't talk to me. I want to go Finrak. I do. I want to like him. I just really don't. They done my werewolf boy dirty. Or maybe I'm just not yet seeing the true potential in my furry friend right there. I'm going to go with a tank, though, because I do need to have a tank. Buddy's Tooth. Patience Fruit, min-maxing notes, Gargoyle Souvenir. Every floor visited, you gain a stack of Gargoyle Souvenir. Whenever you enter a campfire, it loses half of its stacks. Damn. In other words, this is not very good. No wonderful, like, super relics in the early stages, but that's okay. Like I said, Slay the Spire influence is very much present here, which is not a bad thing. I'm a big fan of Slay the Spire. But yeah, each character has its own passive. They can level up and get some traits, and they also have an active ability. And there's a bunch of stats. Magic, melee. This guy happens to be a tank, so he does a bunch of stuff with defense. She is a caster that is broken, that does a bunch of stuff with spell power and keeping the enemy stunned indefinitely. It's wonderful. As you can see, purple ball, enemy stunned. Things are just dead. It's wonderful. I don't expect her to be this strong on life, and if they are, or if she is, that's great. Because then I know how to build. I'm not a big fan of Rose. I do like Zog. Zog has a shield passive every 4 seconds and has a good AoE Thunder Strike, which is nice. There is an in-game guide that tells you all the debuffs and such, which is a little unusual for me. Because it says, like, for example, Frost I typically associate with slowing the enemy down, but now it does more spell damage if they have the debuff. So you might want to reread some of these things, but at least they have it in the game. A lot of games these days, they don't even give you the information. You have to go to, like, a third-party wiki or something, and it's like, okay, I need a PhD and a research paper to be able to understand this. But this game actually gives you the information in-game, which is very good. Well, we do have a tank. And I do like tanks with health, so let's see. Mana regen. Yes. I like giving Kasara mana regen because then she casts her broken spell a lot more frequently, which is very good. Although Zog also, when he casts, Thunderstorm grants 1 mana regen to every hero but Zog that has a shield. So, and his passive is, of course, giving shields to everybody. So maybe it's not necessary, but I like to do it anyway because it's better to have too much than too little. Alright. There is an aggro system, which is kind of cool. So you can kind of gauge who is going to go where. Because if you put more enemies nearby, you can kind of split the aggro. It's based on whoever is closest, as well as who has been put down last. So, very intuitive in that sense. Let's just make sure we go here. I believe this is furthest away. Yes, dealing more damage the further it travels. So that's an important note. We don't have any benefits yet from Nature Guardians, so it is what it is. Let's push forward. We'll go from there. Look at that. A little bit of AoE damage. Beautiful. Alright, recruit hero. Nobody's good here. Nobody's good here. They're all bad. I haven't really tried Atreus now. This draconic man-looking boy. He has a taunt, 100 defense for 3 seconds. Okay, I see you. Time manipulation. For every 20 missing health, the hero gains 1 mana regen. Okay, so... Alright, yeah, I see what they're trying to do here. I get it. Pick an item. Every deck the wearer has a 7% to fill their mana to full. Every 3 seconds, the wearer gains spell power equal to 2 times their max mana. That's pretty good. Because we do want to get some spell power. Because, yeah, she is a caster. And the more damage she can do, the better. All right, let's move forward. Let's take the aggressive road because we're crazy like that. Ooh, my tank might not live very long here. Let's see if I can split the aggro a bit. Yes, I can. Beautiful. Look at that. My succubi already nuking the backline like it's nobody's business. Beautiful. Pick an item. Attack damage, defense, spell power, max HP. I'm not sure if he skills well with anything specifically, because it's just taunt, burn, defense. Yeah, so same thing with Alias. They're not really doing anything except for like just taking it. So let's roll. Yeah, our life, by the way, is this blue flame on the bottom left. Sometimes it's a resource, but if it runs out, the game is over. So that's kind of what you want to avoid if possible. Ooh. Mana regen, spell power, these are all very good. But I need some defense on a tank, right? So let's do that. Ooh, spell power, mana regen, perfect. How much mana regen do we have? 1. Just 5. Okay, so let's give her this. We don't have anything to forge yet, so in the meantime, I guess we'll just give the novice shield to Atreus and call it a day. Recruit another hero. Ah, Emily. My favorite DPSer in the game. She is pretty much just pure damn. She is melee, but skills with spell power, and she is a powerhouse. So I think we have a bit of a team here. I'm not sure about Elias. I'd much rather have a spell power-based tank, but honestly, I think we are already good. You can keep changing. You can even expand your team under certain conditions, so it's not a terrible thing. All right, let's just see if everything is good to go. Yes, let's do it. We want to make sure that Elias is nearby because his buff increases defense, so bosses are getting stunned. He does have a bit of an AoE swing, so we are taking damage on our melee DPS as well, which is kind of scary, but we survived. Heal received. Whereas like a 50% chance to inflict 1 shock to enemies, which is a stun mechanic. I'm not super excited about any of these just yet. Mana regen. Let's do that. Can I already fuse it? Yes. So we can take a recipe as recognized by the scroll and then have an item. But then you can forge it together, which essentially means that the item you create has the recipe stats and the item stats. You can wear items without recipes, but you can't wear recipes without items. So, pretty fun combos you could possibly make with that. And we are still only but in the prologue. Elite fights. All right, we are surrounded. This is a minor issue. If I didn't have Kasara, which I do, so we're fine. Let's see. Atreus is being a disappointment to Kratos. It's alright though. He's getting very low. But not low enough. Perfect. Alright, we're well on our way. Pick a relic. Shield received is pretty good because we are a shield team, but 15 defense is going to make our entire team more tanky and making the shields that we're already getting even more valuable. I like leather strips. Let's do that. It's just a safe bet because I'm not entirely sure if we're going the correct path yet. Shield equal to 60% attack damage. This is really good for like a melee unit, but we are more spellcaster. And also here we have a healer. A healing item. Every 3 seconds the wearer heals the lowest HP hero for 50 flat with 50% spell power. I definitely want that, as I do not have a traditional healer right now. We don't have a good spell power item just yet, so we'll get to it. I have 2 options. Because I do want to show off the origin system as well, which is a global passive you can pick up, which is nice. Speaking of things that are nice, do you see these trophies at the bottom here? These are like wonderful XP reservoir. So I can click on it, enter my trophy menu, I guess you can recognize the border, and then I can just take a look at who I want to level and spend some of my trophies to get level. And level 2 and level 4 are big because you get a passive. Let's see, level 3 and such are just stats, but level 2 and level 4 are huge. Every 4 attacks, the hero is above 25%. Nope. Juggernaut defense, every 4 attacks, the hero is below 50%. Again, 25% defense. No. Uncast and Omni crit. Omni crit is like universal crits, so spell crits, melee crits, even I believe healing crits and such. So we'll take that. I want to get my queen over here buffed as well. I'm not getting a super tremendous amount of like excitement here. I mean, Mana Tome is incredible, but not what we're looking for because we already have mana regen items. Every second attack inflicts 1 burn or 1 frost at the random to all enemies. When below 50% HP, consume frost to heal for max. Every 4 seconds, the hero heals the lowest HP hero for 60 flat with 50 spell damage. I can go a full paladin build on her. Yeah, like, I mean, this is debuffs, but I don't really have good debuff support right now. And this is just free healing for the team. She is a spell power character, so we are going to stack spell power on her. I'm still not sure about my tanks yet, though. So I don't want to level them up if I don't have to. Let's split the aggro a little bit between the 2 tanks and hope that we can burn down some of the damage quickly enough before they become too low health. We do have stuns. God, that hurts so much this early. She is going to have to be nerfed. She is so broken. My God. All right, let's see. Pick an item. Ooh, max mana down. Now, the mana system is a little different in this game. Ooh, defense with mana regen as well. That's actually pretty good for our tanks, since they don't have an offensive stat, but they do require spell casting. So let's actually give the defense here. And yeah, mana means you cast your spell when you're max mana, right? So if you have less max mana, it means you cast your spell quicker. And the minimal mana you can go to is 3 at this point of the game, so we have some options. Let's just tank this like nobody's business. All right. There you go. If we can give him more mana regen, he can just keep spamming his taunt burn ability, which would be pretty good. Maybe that is the synergy we were looking for anyway, because he does apply burn. Maybe he is good enough of a tank. Another relic, very good. An enemy start with 15 shock, but enemies have now got a shock cap. And that's good if you don't have a shock member in your team, which we do. Because if the debuffs are correct, you have a chance to apply a stun. So Thunderstone would be pretty good for a non-shock-based team. All heroes gain 70% ethereal amplification, which would be good for our paladin. Deal 50 damage per burn to the enemy with the most burns every 4 seconds, which is good for like a burn build, which we don't really have either. I think poison. I think poison is the way to go. All right, pick an item. Let's see. To all enemies. That's not bad either, actually. Since in this game, applying frost debuffs means that they take more spell damage, and we are pretty much most of our damage is spell. So that's actually really lovely if we can fuse that in a way that is reasonable. Let's actually do that. Let's give her the fire or the ice axe. Because I want to keep that dagger on her anyway. And this way, she has a benefit of like actually giving herself more damage, but also the team. And yes, you can dismantle these items at shops, so you're not bound to them forever, as long as you can find a store. I do need another item for our healer, though. Proceed. I could go for an event and then into the campfire. Or I could go for another relic. You know what? I'll go for another relic. We'll get the campfire later. I'll get my origin later. I'm surprised you don't choose an origin at the beginning. But maybe that's just me. Alright, let's split the tanks. Put you a little closer. Because she's going to stun him in the back anyway, so Look at that. And another stun. And another stun. The stun has barely ended and it's already going again. And the arm effect like multicast as well. So you can get some really crazy mechanics going. Speaking of, we have plenty of life, so we could roll a little bit. Heavy armor is not bad. Let's go with that. Mana regen, max HP, spell power, mana regen. Sure. Because then that way we can give our healer not only a little bit of mana regen, but also the healing item. And we'll give our tank the heavy armor. We have no recipes right now. Choose a reward. We could try to find a better unit for our tree boy over here. Or I could reroll a passive. Let's actually just see if we can get a better one. Yeah, I like Rune better. I like him better. Alright, so as you can see, he's in the bottom. Because our limit right now is 5. But that's okay. So we'll get you. We'll keep the dragon. We'll keep him. Omni crit. If they're equal to the defense of the target. Yes, you're Golem Force. Why not? It adds up. Let's get my second queen here. 25 spell dam. Very good. And then we'll level up him. Let's see. Is increased the current shield when the fight starts. The hero gains 150 shields. Hero gains life steal equal to 15% of their defense, but we're not physical damage on him. Every time the hero critical strikes with an attack, the hero gains a shield for 25% of the damage dealt. Unfortunately, he does apply shocks and a lightning explosion. So I guess I'll just critical shield for now. Nothing really super strong yet, but we'll get there. Not a relic. Let's change out our boy right here. Our tree boy for our stone boy. We're finally in the Stone Age. Is this split enough? I think so. Let's go. Alright, beautiful. Alright, so our tanks have good AoE. Our melee DPS is good AoE. We don't have a healer, but we have a shielder who does good AoE. And then we also have a single target nuke that stuns people into oblivion. Alright, let's see. All heroes gain 160 max HP and get healed for the same amount. All heroes gain -2 max mana. Oh, damn. Ghost Pepper is also really good because we don't do a lot of damage with attack damage. We do spell power. Even our melee boy, our paladin lass, is spell damage. This is also pretty good. It means more damage, more mana gain and such. But Mushroom, though. This means that everybody is going to cast faster. Which is really good. Another +1 frost. Every 4 attacks to swear. This is actually not bad. Since we just got the other item. I don't hate that. Alright. Let's go and proceed. Now, if I'm right, we should be seeing this. I'm not sure if the buff is already applied or not, but I guess we'll find out. Let's move this here. The Hydra is a little weird in their behavior, because they always target the lowest HP hero. There's nothing you can do about it, except for trying to control him with stuns and such. And as you can see, yeah, 3 mana. We went from 4 to 3, despite the fact that the mushroom does -2. We might actually have to switch the frozen axe away now to our other caster right here, which is fine actually. I think that works out quite lovely in the end. No, nothing. Pick an item. Some good recipes here. Okay. The war against the beast. Max mana caps at 105 attack speed. Sadly, we reduced all our max mana. Lifesteal, attack speed, infused attacks instead of physical damage. This is really good for like turning a melee guy into a more of a magic guy. Attacks deal splash ethereal damage. I think I can skill that. Pick a relic. Shuffle engineering plans. For more, sure, we can choose a shop and maybe start doing some crazy stuff with that. Yeah, we need to get some. Yeah, we need to get some other stuff, sort of. Let's get our support to level 3. More spell. Level 3. We don't need the mana regen. I mean, we could use the mana regen. How much mana regen do we have? We have 3 mana regen. So let's just go with spell power then. Perfect. Proceed. Alright, Act 2, the final act. Let's see if we can actually finally get an origin as well. I haven't showed that off yet, which is pretty good. Looks like we're okay. Let's put our strongest tank on the left, our weakest tank on the right. Okay, look at those stuns though. Look at that. They're just going. Unfortunately, our backline got decimated by these casters. I was not expecting that much burst damage. Ooh, gotta love those in-range mechanics, eh? Damn, I should have placed better. That's alright though, because we finally trigger our Buddy's Tooth, which gives us 45 trophies. So totally intended. This was all planned from the beginning. Don't talk to me. Have a gain 25 defense. Ooh, that's nice. Maybe we should do that. 25 defense. I will put that on the shields. So he has a little bit less health, but he will have a tremendous amount of potential for infinite defense, which is pretty sick. All right. Let's see. Let's go to trophies. And let's get to level 4 on our primary unit so we can get another trait. Speedy Company. All summons gain attack speed. Nope. Every 4 seconds, shield the hero on the lowest. Yes, that's perfect. Alright, level 4. Omni crit. A max HP cooldown. Yeah, let's get Omni crit. Here's another one. Critical strike damage. Agile katana. You getting more attack speed. Okay. Every attack, changing target. Now, the Agile katana. Let's buff our tank to 3. Let's give him some more defense. And then our other tank here, also more defense. Alright, proceed. Now, we did wipe there. But since we still have flame left, we can actually continue to go forward. And now we actually can choose an origin, which is essentially a permanent team buff. You can only have one at any given time, as far as I can tell, and you can re-roll origins, and you can pick new ones at different campfires if you want to change it up. So you're not bound to it specifically, but it is what it is. Every 4 seconds, the 2 heroes with the most shield receive a shield equal to 8 times the total mana regen. All right. Every critical strike dealt, all heroes gain +10 shield received. We have a little bit of crit shenanigans going on, but not a whole lot. All heroes gain ethereal amplification. All right, yeah, dude, let's do Abyssal. Because we do have a damage dealer doing pure ethereal. And we do also have the potion. So good stuff happens. All right, I think I can get away with a double enchant. It's going to be a little greedy. Enchanting allows you to get an item to the next tier. In this case, purple. Which is wonderful for us. Let's get some more defense. It's a shame it doesn't show you on this screen what it turns into, but you can easily find that out. Where's my helm? There it is. Yeah, 48 defense, 50 defense, 20% chance. Nice. Okay. I don't have any shovels or anything, but there are a bunch of elites on the right side that I may want to dunk on, which would be lovely. Let's split the aggro a little bit. Okay. Oh yeah, my tanks are real sturdy now. Very good. And they're not even level 4 yet, so... We want to make sure we spend our trophies before the final boss. Before somebody yells at me again. All right. Oh, more defense. Don't mind if I do. And yeah, there are different quality items as well. So I guess you could keep rolling until you get an item. But yeah, we are low on health. So I don't want to keep doing that. I am, however, going to go Harvester Shield and upgrade that and give my Paladin finally her first item. And then we have another tank item. Which I'm also going to give to... Yeah, I'm going to give that to my Paladin as well. So she's like a bit of a bruiser more so than anything that has infinite scaling potential. So I don't really have to think about her and she will become a god. Perfect. Alright, so you can choose another origin if you wanted to. Equal to team's attack damage, receive half the amount. Icy Von, spell damage. Nope. Rune Champion? Nah. Dimension Near, Omni Crit. All heroes gain 20% crit chance and Omni Crit, but their max mana is increased by 50. Oof. Nah, I'm good. I am going to spend one enchant on... Let's do that on a Frozen Axe, and then we'll rest to get some flame back, just to be safe. The axe turns into the same thing. The wearer's attacks inflict 1 frost to all enemies. So it's not chance-based anymore. I believe it was chance prior, but now it's just pure. So that's incredible. So we have infinite scaling damage on the debuff side as well. Ooh, this one looks spicy. Let's hope we can get away with it. Yeah, there's a lot of like AoE shenanigans happening. The stuns are working. Okay, we lost one tank. Okay. But we survived. Very happy I did that rest at the camp. Apply 3 shocks every 4 seconds to all enemies. That's really nice. Because this is just infinite stun chance and stun duration scaling then. Pick an item. Ooh, the wearer gains 4 defense per max mana. Let's do that. Sure, let's add this. Why not? We're about to reach the end anyway, so why not just start fusing anything together? I'm going to spend my trophies as well on my tank. Let's see. Uncast, the hero gains 1 spell power for every 150 max HP. Uncast, the hero gains 12 spell power. Every time the hero critical strikes with an attack, all heroes gain +1 attack speed. Nothing super exciting. But yeah, I guess spell power technically can scale his ability. But yeah, not really the most exciting stuff. Maybe we can find a refresh on that. Every 4 seconds, the hero deals spell damage equal to its target and nearby enemies. Equal to 12%, 12 times the mana regen. Alright. The hero gains ethereal infused attacks. Well, we are spell power based and we do have abyssal and such. So maybe that's the way to go. So let's do that. Proceed to the next shenanigans. Alright, let's go. Right, a lot of purple balls. Alright. Ooh, our tanks are taking it. I was hoping to be able to take him down before anything else. Maybe I should have just put someone on him before that. But we survived. It's okay. Choose a reward. Let's re-roll the passives. Let's see if we can do something here. I mean, critical strike shield isn't all that great. Every attack, the hero gains 2 attack damage, and then lifesteal. Magic is pretty good. No, I don't need that. Let's do change for that. So we have a little bit of magic steal, so his ability could possibly bring that back. Max HP, defense, spell power. Okay. Let's give her the spell power. Do we have an empty slot? Oh, he doesn't even have items yet. I forgot about that. My god. He has been tanking without items. Maybe he's more impressive than I gave him credit for. Can't be me. Can't be me. Let's go. This dude hurts the back. I should have split my my back boy there. My Zod, my Grod, my Zap. I don't have as much healing as I normally have in a setup like this, so I'm not sure if we're gonna make it. I mean, we have adequate damage. Yeah, we also have 2 tanks, so it's like Normally you only go with one tank. Heroes gain 1 spell power for every relic that you have. No. Don't really care too much about that. This icon, by the way, means you have to sacrifice a relic for it to function. Yeah, and I can't sacrifice the one that I would want to sacrifice. Starfish, I just don't have to think about it too much. Every 3 seconds, all enemies gain 1 of every debuff active on them. Maybe that's okay. Critical strike. They gain 10% shield received. We'll grab that. Maybe we can put it on someone. You know, why not? Who knows? Maybe they can cast a little quicker occasionally. Get that defense up. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Let's split the aggro. We'll have our... Yeah, okay, there you go. So we have our off tank taking way too much damage. Did you really have to focus on him? Ow. Hold the line. Okay, she held the line perfectly. Wonderful. That was a little too close for comfort. Let's go with a reroll passive again. I don't need the mana tome, really. That's just going to be good healing. Yeah, sure. That means that she doesn't have to get healed that often because she heals herself, which is pretty good. Uncast aware against 15 defense. Ooh, that's also pretty good. They're all pretty good. Damn. Let's give the heavy armor a little buff there. Good. Proceed. There's a shop. Let's see what they got. Nobody interesting. Do they have any good relics? Max mana. The cast next is equal to 50% of the wearer's max HP. No. Nothing too exciting. I could go for another healing cloak. I don't think that would be a terrible notion. Max HP mana regen, we'll put that on you. And then... let's see. Let's actually forge that together. Why not? That way you can heal yourself while you're healing me. Alright, I think that's okay. I don't think any really good, exceptional items here. I guess I can just fuse something that is already part. I mean, we're going to just spend the money, right? Let's see. Why not? There you go. On the tank. Perfect. We also have a choose relic option, so we're doing that. Oh, nice. Dandelion. And they were elephant boots. No, dandelion. Perfect. That was definitely worth it. We were able to do that because of our other item, right? Engineering plants. All right. Oh, this one is a little spicy too, isn't he? Yeah. Let's see if we can make it work. All right. And then the Pharaoh will spawn in the middle. Yep, there he is. Okay, we're getting healing from multiple sources. That item was a good pickup. We're not super insane on the shield this time, so I'm a little concerned about this last fight. I've been able to beat it several times, but it does get insane. Very insane. Alright, pick a relic. Come on, give me something good. Ooh, we could do a sieve, which allows us to duplicate one of these guys, which is pretty good. Let's just duplicate strips so we have even more defense. Pick an item. That's pretty good. Recruit a hero. Nobody's super exciting there. And then we'll just fuse this final item together here on our paladin. Perfect. Proceed. This is the crazy fight. I've been able to beat it twice with some broken builds that superseded the power that I currently have. So I am a little concerned, but I'm also a little excited. Let's find out. Let's see if we can do it. We do have some scaling elements, just not a whole tremendous amount. The problem here is that they will keep summoning these minions, and we're not doing enough damage to them. And there's more minions. Oh boy. And there's even more minions. And more minions. And it just keeps on going. Oh boy. The last one standing. Ah, damn. I should have gone more with AoE damage, I think. The double tank here. Yeah, the double tank didn't do it here. But that's okay. It was close. With a double tank. But yes, there it is. Thank you for playing. There's only like 2 floors at the moment. They will release, I believe, on the 17th of January. But it's here, January the 17th. It's an incredibly fun little game, and I hope that the release is going to get the attention it deserves. It's very fun, a lot of potential, a lot of power fantasy stuff you could possibly pull off. The Last Flame. Check it out on Steam right now. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the other side.